Welcome back. It's time now for the Morning Rush. We're learning more this morning about a shoplifting suspect shot and killed by Albuquerque police over the weekend. According to APD, officers confronted the suspects, Pete Martinez and his girlfriend Monica Montoya, as the two were leaving the Coles near 528 and Ellison. APD says Martinez led officers on a chase, eventually pulling out a gun, and then was shot by police. Martinez died as a result of those injuries. The teen accused of shooting outside of Coronado Central last week is waking up in custody this morning. Albuquerque police say 15-year-old Isaiah Montoya turned himself in last night. This comes after investigators say a fight broke out between several teens inside the mall. Police say Montoya pulled a gun out and started chasing two of them. Police say Montoya then exited the mall, where he fired a shot at the building and took off. An Albuquerque business is cleaning up this morning after a car crashed into their building. Two cars were involved in a crash shortly after 3 yesterday afternoon. That's according to APD, who says one of the cars involved drove into Frank Frost Photography on Montgomery near Louisiana. Despite all that damage, police say only minor injuries are being reported. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. We are back in the classroom today, and you want your warm winter layers. This morning, temperatures are right in the upper 20s, and this afternoon is going to be a chilly day, so you'll need the warm coats and even some gloves and hats through the afternoon.
Two suspects accused in a robbery turned homicide last month are behind bars this morning. Investigators say 23-year-old Lenise Padilla and 24-year-old Richard Anderson arranged to buy cocaine from Nicholas Candelaria back in early November. Reports say Anderson shot Candelaria 3 times before grabbing the drugs and taking off. Padilla and Anderson were both arrested Saturday. Albuquerque Mountain Rescue is warning hikers and outdoor enthusiasts that some navigation apps may lead you down trails that don't exist. They say they're advising hikers to use proper navigation tools to stay safe on hikes in the Sandia Mountains. The council says hikers are getting lost on false trails or are using general apps like Google or Apple Maps to find trails that may not exist. Albuquerque's Parks and Recreation Department will hand over toys collected to the U.S. Marine Corps Toys for Tots program. Toys were collected during 3 recent Toys for Tots benefit softball, pickleball, and tennis tournaments over the last month. If you're still interested in donating, there will be a phone bank tomorrow from 4 till 7. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is low. We shouldn't have any weather issues except for those cold temperatures today.
The Biopark's 26th annual River of Lights kicked off this weekend. Officials say there were more than 5,000 visitors on Saturday. There are 35 new sculptures this year, including Bigfoot, sea otters, and a set of mushrooms with gnomes. River of Lights runs through December 30th. A 4-year-old American-Israeli child held captive by Hamas for 51 days is now back with her family. This third wave of captives let go as part of the deal between Israel and Hamas was the smoothest exchange yet and included the first American, 4-year-old Abigail Eden. Other Americans still being held captive include 2 women and 7 men. It's hoped the 2 women will be released as part of today's exchange. 3 Palestinian college students were shot and severely wounded in Vermont. Police say the 3 Palestinian American college students were shot while on their way to a family dinner Saturday night. The Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee confirms 2 of the victims are in the ICU and 1 has critical injuries. Police have not arrested a suspect yet. Erica.
All right, a check on traffic. The maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns to report.
A festival in Thailand saw thousands of macaws clamor to snatch their favorite treats consisting of durians, mangoes, banana, watermelon, mangosteen, oranges, and guava. The annual feast for thousands of monkeys in the Lopburi province began over the weekend with plates of fresh fruit, vegetables, and dessert laid out for them. The festival is now in its 35th year to help boost tourism in the province.
Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, River of Lights is once again receiving national recognition as one of the best holiday light displays in the country. For the past 4 years, River of Lights has placed in the USA Today's top 10 for best botanical garden holiday lights. Last year, the event was also recognized by Photos Travel as the single best spot to see holiday lights in New Mexico. River of Lights was also recommended by Town & Country as a holiday bucket list item.
At number 4, a warning to hikers and outdoor enthusiasts. Albuquerque Mountain Rescue is now saying some navigation apps may lead you down trails that don't exist. Albuquerque Mountain Rescue is advising hikers to use proper navigation tools to stay safe on hikes in the Sandia Mountains. The council says hikers are getting lost on false trails or are using general apps like Google or Apple Maps to find trails that don't exist. Officials say they rescue about 80 hikers a year.
At number 3, it's going to be a chilly day. Temperatures starting in the upper 20s will be in the 30s through about midday and seeing 40s during the afternoon.
And number 2, the teen accused of shooting outside Coronado Center last week is waking up in custody this morning. Albuquerque police say 15-year-old Isaiah Montoya turned himself in last night. Now, this comes after investigators say a fight broke out between several teens inside the mall Friday afternoon. Police say during that fight, Montoya pulled out a gun and started chasing 2 of them with the weapon in hand. Police say Montoya then exited the mall where he fired a shot at the building and took off. The gun was found near the mall on Saturday. Montoya is now facing a long list of charges, including shooting at an occupied building. And at number 1, we're learning more this morning about a shoplifting suspect shot and killed by Albuquerque police over the weekend. According to APD, during a retail crime operation Saturday evening, officers were notified that 2 people were shoplifting inside the Kohl's near 528 and Ellison. Officers confronted the suspects, Pete Martinez and his girlfriend, Monica Montoya, as they were leaving through a fire exit after police say they had taken more than $1,000 worth of merchandise. APD says Martinez led officers on a chase, eventually pulling out a gun. Police say he refused to drop his weapon, and that's when he was shot by officers. Despite medical attention, Martinez died on scene.